Protests continue to rage in the Kenyan capital of Nairobi today as demonstrators express their outrage against proposed tax hikes. Police reportedly have used tear gas to disperse the groups in Kenya's capital. The protest started as an online outpouring of anger over nearly $2.7 billion of tax hikes in a proposed finance bill and have since grown into a nationwide movement. Dozens of Kenyans have been killed in demonstrations and clashes with police. Most of them shot by officers last week, when some tried to storm Parliament to block lawmakers from voting on the tax increases. Many of the demonstrators are now demanding that Kenya's president step down.
Mimi kwa duka nguo na viatu. Siwezi kubali unirudishe nyumbani bure. Unaelewa? Sasa lazima ni different. Ndio maana nimebeba irungu. No matter of that. Naweza fanya like anything to prevent my business.
Over time, what has happened is so that the peaceful protesters are deterred from coming to town, and we are deterred from actually coming and practicing our civic duty. We have seen now there's an increase of goons who are now being paid to come and just disrupt whatever we are trying to do. And it's very unfortunate, to be honest, because whatever we are doing right now, it's not just for the young people, it's not about the millennials or Gen Zs, it's for everyone. We as a country have gone through these problems from independence, and those are the things that we are trying to change. You know, the thing is, yes, the president has withdrawn the finance bill, but he's still a liar because there are still things that they're trying to pass as different bills away from the finance bill. And so for us, we are exhausted with the constant lies, with constantly taking us for fools. At the end of the day, we are a people who are educated and know exactly what we want and what is supposed to be happening in this country. You promised us this, you're doing the contrary to that, and we are not okay with that. We are tired of having conversations. We are tired of commissions being created to deal with the youth. We are tired. Now we want action.
I'm protesting for my kids, Gen Alpha. I grew up fearing presidents, the people that my vote hires and that my voice can fire, and now Ruto should know that we are firing him. He has shown us that he is incompetent as a leader. How can people die? How can children die and he doesn't know their names? For God's sake. So for my children, I'm here and we're ready to spill our blood. Ruto should look at our flag and realize there's a reason we have a red band. That red band is for the blood of Kenyans. And if he's willing to spill our blood, we're willing to stand up to him. He's a big bully.
Currently, I'm unemployed. But with the taxes that which are happening, that are being imposed on me, I have no work, so I can't pay for them, and yet I'm being asked to pay. And yet, the First Lady, the office which he made for the First Lady, is not going to help me in any way. Her herself is not going to help the Kenyans in any way. So why not just take those, reduce his own salaries, reduce the MP salaries to help the Kenyan people, the ones who need to go to school, the ones who need employment, and the ones who need to eat. People are dying on the streets, and the only thing he can talk about is money. We are not money, we are people, we are human beings, and he needs to care about his people, because if he can't care about his people, then we don't need him in that chair.
We know how difficult it is to achieve some of the things that we have seen you do. You have absolutely earned our respect as a party, and we salute you. As believers in the right to peaceful protest as enshrined under Article 37, we condemn in the strongest terms possible the abuse of police power in the deployment of violent suppression techniques on innocent and armed protesters. It is time for all of us in the political leadership to begin to listen. Listen to what the people are saying and not to our own voices. The young people have spoken in plain language that should be clear to everyone. Let's not be vague. Let's just do what the young people are telling the government to do. We consider this to be Kenya's last best chance. The youth have given our country our last best chance.